take the love that Amma gives and the inspiration and pass it on in your life. And only you will ever benefit from it. It's nothing that you're giving away and you will never see again. It will come back 100-fold to us as a blessing from everywhere. There's a beautiful thing in life. Whatever you do for others is only for the benefit of yourself. Righteous actions that we may perform in our life along the journey to understand why we're here. The dharmic righteous actions that you perform are leading you somewhere. It's like you're given a map. You're given a map and everything's on the page. We know everything. Amma's pointing things out. But it's up to us to utilize that knowledge and that inspiration and that enthusiasm to walk a dharmic path and to understand what it really is. You know, I remember one day when we were traveling in America, and Amma was with one child, and she said, "What is the reason that you were born?" And he's like, I don't know. And Amma said, "To know who you are and to help others." Say this 5 times. So he had to say this again. I'm born to know who I am and to help others. I'm born to know who I am and to help others. 5 times she made him repeat this, and she said, don't ever forget that. That is Dharma in this life. To know who we are and to help others. I remember also one day when we were sitting in a workshop. It was a leadership workshop. And many people turned out. We wanted to be leaders, find out what the secret was. So there were lots of people at this workshop, and we sat down, and 1 hour went by, and frankly, I must admit, I found it really quite boring. There wasn't anything that really attracted to me what was being said at all, until we got near the very end. And there was one line that this man said, find out what your gift is in life, what you are good at, and use that to serve others. And when I heard that, I thought, this whole 1 hour class has been worth sitting there just to hear that statement. And you know, it's really stuck in my brain that is what the dharmic role is for us in life, to find out what our gifts are in life and to use it to serve others. And that's what many great leaders have done in this world. That's what Amma's life was like growing up. She found out it was her gift to comfort people. And she's using her life to do that and to serve others, totally following her dharmic path. You know, it's for us to think about what is the role of Dharma in our life. You know, we have to think for ourselves. Some people may have it slightly differently, but really it's to know who we are in this life. And then with that knowledge and that blossoming in our heart of so many good qualities, let it overflow to the world and pass it on. Christmas time. 2 years back, I think it was, I saw on the news one day how people had come into a restaurant and, you know, when they finished eating their meal, they went to get their check. And the waitress was there and she said, some people came in and they said, you know, that they had paid for your meal. They paid for their own meal and they paid for another meal as well, and they said to pass it on. Merry Christmas. And the people that heard this, they were just so overjoyed at the thought of such kindness that was there, that they did the same thing. They're like, that's wonderful. So we want to pay for the next person's meal and maybe 2 more meals they paid for as well. So everyone that came into the restaurant that day found that they had their meal paid for. And then with that same gratitude that they felt, they paid it back again. And so they paid for the next one, and the waitresses there in this restaurant were just in tears to see this happen. They said in all of their life there, they had never seen anything like that. All the years that they had worked there, this went on for hours and hours and hours. People paying it back and passing on to another. And that's what, our life is for. Find something good in it. Find our gift and use it to help others.